Good morning, I'm Steph with TerryTown RV. I'm going to do the orientation video on your new Cougar. Uh, just an FYI, it has been prepped, but it has not been washed or cleaned. So if you see any dirt, things like that, bypass that, okay? For simple fact, it has not been washed or cleaned. Alrighty, back of your coach. Cargo rack holds up to 225 pounds max load. Alright. Power cord goes in here. It's 50 amp. This, of course, is not your power cord. Yours is inside the trailer. All right. 50 amp service. We do recommend a surge protector for 50 amp. Anytime you're plugged into shore power, campground like that, things like that in your house, you could blow boards if there's a power surge. Okay. That means if the power goes off, comes back on, it spikes electricity inside your coach. And of course, you can blow the water heater, refrigerator, air conditioners, things like that. Surge protector prevents that, so we do recommend a surge protector. All right. Anytime throughout the video, please ask as many questions you want. I can answer those as we go along. All right, just go ahead and stop me and we'll go over them questions as we need to. Okay. It is pre-wired for a backup camera. A backup camera is more than just a backup camera. It's an observation station, security camera, automatically turns to night vision, and of course, you know, it's the best thing. Sliced bread. I have one on my coach. Totally love it. You get to see behind you as you drive. You can switch lanes, things like that. Automatically turns to night vision, so when you get home later to the campground, it automatically turns to night vision, so you see the back end. It makes it a lot easier. Okay. Ladder. Okay. This is the bad part of the orientation. Maintenance. Okay, you have maintenance on your coach. Fortunately, we have to do it, so we have to go over it. All right. Roof. Get on the roof minimum of 3 times a year. Twice a year, you're going to check your seals, front, rear, around your bathroom vent, things like that. You have lamp sealant. Lamp sealant is a rubber-based material that adheres to the rubber membrane roof. Over a period of time, it will bubble or crack. Pop the bubbles, fill over top of that, and of course over the cracks. That's twice a year. Once a year, you're going to treat the roof with UV blockers and conditioners. That is a conditioner to moisturize the roof, including the slide rooms, okay? Same material. What that is a spray you spray on, scrub it in, rinse it off, wash the coach. That's once a year, okay? On the roof, all right? More maintenance is this rubber seal right here, okay? Spray that once a year with rubber seal conditioner up over the top of your slide rooms and down, okay? That's going to keep that from getting brittle and crack, and of course will eliminate water damage. Okay. Now, nice thing about this coach, it does have a ladder, so every time you're done camping and you have to shut the slide rooms, make sure you sweep them off so you don't tear these seals. The upper seals can get damaged from like acorns, pine needles, branches, leaves, things like that. It eventually will tear them and of course cause water damage. So you want to make sure you sweep off the slide rooms after each time you camp or have them open. Okay, we do offer slide toppers. They are awnings that go over the slide room to prevent things from falling on the slide room. Okay, if you want more information, go ahead and ask. They put a bracket on the coach, a bracket in each corner of the room, and of course the awning goes in there. It has a spring in the roll to keep the tension tight on the awning part of it, so when you roll the slide room in, anything that's on top will fall on the ground, okay, not in your seals. All right, freshwater tank fill. It's on the rear of your coach on the off-door side. Okay, you open this guy right here, remove the cap, put a hose in there, and of course you fill the freshwater tank. Use the pump if you put water in there. If you use the city connection, no pump. All right, down here somewhere, there it is, that white valve. We'll go over that in a minute. All right, we're gonna mosey on down there. Okay. That valve right there is your freshwater tank drain. Leave it open anytime you're not using it. That way it doesn't cause mold and mildew in your tank. Now it's got the new drain on it, okay? It's a bigger drain, it'll drain faster. With it being open, you might get critters in there, so my suggestion is to put a screen over it, zip strip it, or put a cap on it after you drill some holes in it so it can still drain, and then the critters can't get in there. All right, this is your dump station. This is for a gray tank. Okay, let's see if we can find some valves. Want to make sure you know where they're at. All right, there it is right there. Pull that and it drains out here. All right. More maintenance, wheels and tires. Make sure you torque the tires down to 115 foot-pounds. You want to make sure that they stay nice and tight. Maintain the air pressure. And the air pressure is located on the front of the coach. It's 80 psi. They want you to repack the bearings every 6,000 miles or 2 years for wear and tear and rust. That way you don't have any, problems as you travel. The back of your refrigerator, okay, sucks air in this way, comes out the top. All right, they do make bug screens for these to keep the bugs and things from getting inside, like mud daubers, things like that. They make them for the refrigerator, the furnace, and of course the water heater. All right, we can add them as well if you choose to. All right, your other dump station is up front. Okay, there's one more dump station, and your valves for that are located in your manifold area. I'll go over that momentarily. The back of your furnace, don't block that. You want to make sure you don't cause any fires. All right, bushes will catch on fire if you're using a furnace. Water heater, okay, electric button here, that's a safety switch, so you want to make sure you turn that on. And then inside you'll have another switch. For electric only, you have to have both switches on. Okay, gas is just a switch, it self-ignites. Turn it on inside, of course you ignite the flame. Drain plug, that is 1 1/16". Goes in there, tighten it down, and of course do your bypass, and water will go in your water heater, and of course you're ready to camp. All right, the manifold area, the blue slinky hose, okay, that is your outside shower. We recommend not showering outside. They frown upon that. We'd rather not have you spend a weekend in jail, so use it for everything else besides that. Okay, all right, it is pre-wired for solar panels if you choose to go that route. Satellite prep, it has that already. Battery disconnect, if you're not camping or plugged in, go ahead and disconnect the battery so you don't draw off it with your carbon monoxide detector, all right, or LP detector. Your tanks are there, and of course you have a black tank flush. That is a sprinkler system in the black tank to flush out all your debris out of your tank. City connection is there. That is to run a garden hose to fill water throughout the coach as you're hooked up to the campground or at home. And of course the next one is your winterize, where you put a hose in, put that in a bucket, turn the winterize valve on. Okay, let's get that out of the way right there. Okay, it'll pump out of the bottle instead of your freshwater tank. Water heater bypass valve, okay, it's on right now, means nothing can go in the water heater. Once you de-winterize, go ahead and turn that down to off, and of course water will go into your hot water heater. All right, it does have a light in here as well, okay, if you're gonna hook up in the evening or things like that. This is your power cord, and of course you have a nice little storage area underneath. Self-leveling, okay, super easy. It is leveled right now. Okay, you just hit the on button, and of course you can see it's solid green, means it's level. Say we want to retract the rear jacks. Right now we'll hit retract, hit rear. Okay, hold it down, and of course the rear jacks will retract themselves with the push of the button. Okay, while they're doing that, I'll explain to you. Turn the button on. If you have to hook up to your vehicle, just go ahead and hit it on. Hit front, it'll automatically go up. If you hit the retract button, hit front again, the jacks will go down. So pretty self-explanatory on that. All right, let me see if them are almost up. Getting there. If you have to refer back to a manual, it's right here on the side of your manifold system. All right, all right, nice thing about this is it has slam latches on it. You can slam it shut. All right, this is where Dad's gonna sleep if you don't behave. No worries, there is a night light in there as well. All right, next compartment on the outdoor side is your propane tank area. Okay, 2 30-pound tanks been filled, part of the convenience package, and of course your regulator is up there. Of course it's running off this valve, so it's running off this tank. As you can see where the valve is turned to that side, that guy right there. Okay, you can swap it over to the other tank if you choose to. run one tank at a time. That way, you know when you're out of propane. Docking light switches are here, and of course you do have a night light there as well. You do have some front storage. Let's go ahead and open that up and take a look. All right, that's where your spare tire is located. All right. Good place for wood to go because it's easy to clean up because it is a metal base. All right. Battery's been installed, part of the convenience package as well. Your switches for the dock lights. All right, I call them drinking lights. All right, you can see that they're orange and then the white one underneath. You do have the one up on top. Drinking lights. The reason why I call them drinking lights is because you're going to wander off, say, over there to that side of the campground. You forgot where you parked, right? All right, so you just wander till you find your drinking lights. All right, then you know you're at your coach. Just make sure it wasn't parked next to another Cougar before you wandered off. We don't know what's going on in that one. All right, door side. That is the other propane tank area, and of course the other side of the basement. Nice thing about this one is it has magnets that hold it up out of the way, so you have the whole compartment area to utilize. Okay, in here you got a motion light. One way is on all the time, the other way is motion. Your in command system, don't block that with anything like blankets or pillows, things like that. Anything else is fine. You want to make sure it can breathe because that's part of the electrical software. All right, you can put a TV in here, which is great if you have one that moves, because I don't think you're gonna find a TV that small. Coax and 110. Inside the bag is your convenience pack. Inside that bag you have a sewer hose, a sewer dump hose, 30 to 50, 50 to 110, and of course a 25-foot drinking hose. All right, 110 outlet on here as well. 2 speakers side of the radio inside. And of course, this right here is just a vent. No worries about that. You can leave that alone. I do have the awning out to show you that it comes out 8 feet 2 inches. It is 20 foot long. Okay. Now, it is a dark tube, as you can see in the video. All right. Once you roll that up, it'll be brown as well on the fabric. Now, as you travel, it bounces. It's a big span. All right. I have the same size on my coach. Now, it will start to bow in the center. As you can see, just a tad bit, it's already starting to bow. All right, to prevent that from bowing anymore, we can install a awning cradle. What that does is cradle the awning as you travel. Gets mounted on the side of the coach. The awning sits in it. When you open the awning, it just flaps up out of the way. And of course, when you roll it up, it flaps right back in there and sits in there as you travel. They're like 113 and some change installed. Takes about 15 minutes, so if you'd like to have us do that, just give me a call. All right. Now, if you want rain runoff, of course I'm short, but I can probably reach it. You don't have to move these nuts for any reason. Leave them the way they are. Just pull down on the arm. Okay. You see that it's bent now. All right. I'm going to come out here a little bit further and give you what I mean by rain runoff. See how the awning is tilted down? Okay. That means all the rain's going to go this way. Super easy. You can see how much more shade you got compared to up there. It's by the magnets. All right, so if I pull the other side down, it'll give you a little bit more shade since the sun's on this side. Just make sure you extend them back into the full arm. That way when you go to roll it up, it rolls up nice and evenly. Okay. All right. Nothing else on the outside. All right, since you haven't asked any questions, we're going to proceed inside on that part of the show through. All right. Welcome to your new Cougar. All right. Inside the door, we have a fire extinguisher. The reason why they put it by the door is to extinguish your shorts as you run out, because insurance will pay for everything else. All right. Lots and lots of cupboard space throughout this unit. It's very nice. Very home-like. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Right here, inside the second drawer down is your paperwork manuals. I call that the Bud Light Taco Bell information. If you eat Taco Bell on the way to the campground and drink Bud Light, you're going to be spending some extra time in this room right here. That means you got time to read that stuff. Okay? All right. Microwave. Standard size RV microwave, not big enough for turkey dinner. Got to go to mom's house for that. because of course the oven's not as big either. But it will cook the Hungry Man turkey dinners or even popcorn for movie night. All right. Glass top over your stove. All right. You can't use that as a stovetop cooker because it's not glass. It's just extra counter space. Flop that up out of the way. That way it gives you a little bit of a backsplash. And of course it's out of the way of the burners. Spark the burners here by turning on the valves. And of course it does not light the oven. So you have to light that with a lighter. And it lights down here on the bottom. Hold it down to light. Once the pilot's lit, let go. Turn it to your designated temperature. And of course, when you shut it off, you have to relight the pilot. Make sure you stow the glass down for travel because it is glass, all right? Kitchen sink. On the kitchen sink is your keys to your coach. Okay, we put that on. We put them there for everybody to find them when they pick them up here at TerryTown. There will be a quiz at the end, so I hope you're paying attention. All right. Over here we got the recliners. Okay, his and hers, or his and his, hers and hers, however you want to look at it. In the corners you got the pull tabs. That's going to make the recliner. You do have 2 cup holders, and of course all your remotes are down here. All right, I'm going to grab this one out real quick. We're going to go over that in a second. All right. You got the nice couches on both sides. I cannot open it by holding the phone, so I will explain it to you. Remove the cushions. Pull up in the center down here. Lift it up. Put the legs out each side. Pull it out. Sit it on the floor. Pull the back down, and of course you have a bed. If you choose not to have anybody spend the night, tell them you don't have a bed, and of course leave it in the sofa position. Okay, you do have 2 of those, so however you want to do that. All right. You do have storage throughout both sides as well. As you can see, you got lights on that side as well as this side. They do have push button lights. In the center you have this little piece. Turn it on, you got the nice light. Okay. Now, the entertainment area. On and off switch, that runs your upper lights. Okay. These ones are push button in the center, just like the other ones. Okay. And of course you do have storage throughout the upper half and on both sides of the fireplace TV entertainment area. All right, the TV is stowed. That's how you want it for travel. You want to make sure that you don't break it off the motor bars and things like that. So leave it stowed. If you want it up, simple enough. You have a switch right here. Oh yeah, that's the main switch. Okay. As you can see, it's coming up. All right. It's actually kind of nice that the window's bigger than TV, so you can leave the shade open and you can still see behind you, just to be a looking loosey, see what's going on in the neighborhood where you're at. All right. Still when you're watching TV. All right. That is fully extended. Okay, so now you have the nice big television to watch your movies and things like that. All right, movies. Yes. The radio is a DVD, CD, and Bluetooth AM/FM radio. All right, I'm lowering the TV down right now, so just be patient. Don't rush. I don't like to rush. I want to make sure you know how everything operates. All right. Now you have 2 zones. Zone 1 is inside. Zone 2 is outside. So we're going to have a seat over here. I'm going to pull this blind down so I don't blind you guys. All right. So we're chilling here in the old recliner, watching TV, got a movie in. All right. You're watching Bad Boys 2. You know, it's a great movie. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence is in that one. And also a lot of gunfire, correct? Correct. Now, if you're at a campground, say Yogi Bear campground, for some reason you're just passing through for the weekend, you stop. A lot of kids at Yogi Bear campgrounds. All right? Make sure you turn the outdoor speakers off because you don't want to scare all the kids with all the gunfire during the movie. All right? All right. Cool beans. All right, now we're gonna go over the fireplace. All right, it is a working fireplace. It is electric only. All right, that means it works on the 110 side. All right, on the remote, and of course you do have push buttons as well. But on the remote you have the on-off switch. Okay, you can see that it's at 62 degrees right now. That will go up to 82 degrees if you hit the temperature button. Okay, and of course you have a dimmer switch. You can dim it down at night if you got all the lights off watching a nice romantic movie. Okay, and it's not blind you in the face. Heat, you have 0, 0. That means there's no fan on. All right. Then of course you have LL, which would be low fan. H would be high fan. Okay. And of course you do have a timer. You have it up from 1 hour all the way up to 8 hours. All right. If you leave it on, it will heat this trailer for the most part. Just make sure you leave your bedroom door open. Unless, of course, you like it a little cooler when you sleep, you can leave the fireplace on. All right. Once the fireplace shuts off, the fan kicks in. It has to go down through a cool down period. Once it cools down enough that it knows, it'll automatically shut off. All right. We're going to mosey on back up to the dining room area. All right, in the dining room, we have your table and 4 chairs, okay? Inside your chairs, you do have storage, all right, which is kind of cool for, you know, poker cards, cribbage, coloring crayons, books, things like that, or guns, ammo, you know, we don't judge. All right, a couple light switches on the wall. One runs the lights on above the table, and, of course, then the lights throughout your valance area. All right. Now, refrigerator. Super simple to operate. Okay, we're going to open it up and take a look. All right. It is a through and through type style, so we have a nice big refrigerator. Compensate for the refrigerator and freezer area. Okay. Top button here, you got on off. Corner, you can see it says LP. We're going to hit that on auto. Okay. All right, auto means that it's automatically going to turn on and off with power. If it doesn't have any power, it's automatically going to kick to gas, okay? So leave it on auto all the time, and of course, you don't have to worry about if you lose power. Set point temperature is the next button. High is the highest temperature setting. 1 is the lowest, okay? Turn it off when you're not using it. You know you're okay. All right. The next thing is the pantry. All right. Good news and bad news about the pantry. All right. What do you want to hear first? You're really not asking too many questions. All right. Good news. It's huge. All right. Lots and lots and lots of room. All right. Bad news is we don't stock it. You guys are on your own. All right. It does have a motion light like the basement. One way is on all the time. The other way is motion runs off the little eyeball right there. All right. Now, in the right side of your cabinet of your pantry is your power box. All right. Inside your power box, you got the 110 system and, of course, the 12-volt system. You can see there's a little sight glass on there. See a little reflection? All right. That means there's fuses right along the right side, or lights next to the right side of the fuses. Okay? Anytime a fuse blows, a little red light will turn on. That means that fuse is bad. Carry a couple extra 15 amp fuses in case something happens. All right? You don't have to do any investigating. You don't have to hire a private investigator or anything like that. The light will tell you that fuse is blown. Just replace it, and of course you're back up and running. One thing to remember, make sure the doors are latched. Anytime you want to run your slide rooms in and out, real small clearance there. You don't want to rip any doors or slide rooms up. All right. All right. This switch runs with the other switch up front. Oh, no, this one is your LED lights on top. I apologize for that. The other one is in the panel. All right. Down here, you got another night light for the stairs area. Another motion one. And, of course, below that is your LP detector. All right, the green light is on, means it's safe to stay in here. If the green light goes out for any reason, please do not sleep in here or stay, because if you acquire a gas leak in your travels and that's not green, and not working, then it won't tell you. We don't want to hear the bad news about something happening to you. So make sure the green light's on anytime you're inside the coach. All right, temperature sensor for the thermostat, no big deal. You don't have to worry about that. Inside your panel, if you download the In Command system, everything on here will be on your phone. All right, you got your HVAC system, lights, slide rooms, awnings, and of course settings. Interior lights, okay? That's exactly what it is. Everything on here that turns on with interior lights, okay, you can run off your phone. All right, super easy. Water heater. You have off, gas, electric, or both. Okay. Electric. We want to run electric. What do you got to do? That is correct. You must turn the switch on outside, and then you can turn it on in here. Okay? All right, the next one is slides and awning. Push and hold the button down, okay, till it stops. Awning. All right, a little bit different. On your awning, I'm going to open this shade real quick. If you can see that sticker in the far left corner of the tube, that's as far as you want to go out. So I'm going to move that out just a little bit. Okay, you can see it now. All right, that's where you want to stop. It doesn't know when to stop, so you don't want it to roll all the way back inside by pushing the button out. Okay, it will roll back inside out with the white on top and the brown underneath. So you want to make sure you stop it there and then just run it in when you're done. All right, next is your water pump. You can turn it on and off here. And of course your tanks. Oh, went a little quick on myself. The tanks, as they get filled, they will get light blue like these buttons are indicated here. All right, HVAC system. You have the front AC, and of course you have the rear AC, but this one runs the furnace as well. So you just run through. You have fan, cool, heat, and then auto, and then off. Auto means you run air and furnace at the same time in the programming. Within the 3-degree temperature of what you set it at, one or the other one will run. So, set it at 70, hit 73, the air is going to kick on. If it hits the 67, the furnace is going to kick on. Vent open and close, that runs the vent over the kitchen sink. That's how you're going to operate this guy. All right. Now the nice thing, you see the little blue thing right there? It looks like a raindrop. That means there's a rain sensor on there. Anytime it hits moisture, if you guys are gone, it automatically shut the fan off and shut the lid, so you don't have to worry about any of the water getting inside. All right. Moving on up to the restroom. All right. This is where the magic happens. You go in dirty, you come out clean. Unfortunately, this is a manual fan. You got to crank it open, hit the button right there. All right. Behind the door, you got your toilet. Okay. Super easy. Push down on the foot pedal. Halfway, puts water in the bowl. Push all the way down. Everything goes down. Storage throughout. And of course, the shower. One thing to remember, make sure it's latched down tight. You want glass to stay glass. Sun is out, so you got all that natural light in here. Light switch is down here, so we'll turn it off. See how nice and bright it is in here? Thanks to the skylight. All right, shower, pretty simple. Turn on the faucet, hot and cold to a designated temperature, runs up and around. And of course, comes out the top. Pretty self-explanatory, right? And of course, you have a nice big vanity and the sink and storage underneath. All right. Unfortunately, this coach does not come with any free toilet paper, but you have lots of room for it. All right. Mom and Dad's room. All right. This is the nice area. Comes with a nice mirror on both sides. Okay. We'll say hi. How you doing? All right. Another thermostat for the air conditioner. And of course, this switch runs off the panel, so it's a weird switch. Just click it. Okay. Keep pushing it. And of course, it turns on and off. 110, and of course you do have push button lights underneath for sleeping if you want to read a book or anything like that. And of course you do have a little storage underneath the bed. All right, we're gonna leave that up. They gotta fix that. All right, the mirrors for the closet, make sure they're latched in for travel. You want to make sure the mirrors stay mirrors and not break. All right, you have all kinds of storage in here with a 110 and 12 volt plug. And of course, a little cabinet. Next to this one, you do have more storage. And of course in here, more storage as well. You can remove the thing, put a washer dryer in here. It's already pre-prepped. Make sure you winterize and de-winterize that as part of the water system. And of course your TV's on the wall. And of course storage underneath. All right. That's the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it, but we're not quite done. Get to go over these 3 items with you. All right. Maintenance or prep. They do a 110-point inspection on this. New, we don't trust the factory. Pre-owned, we don't trust people who owned it prior to you. They check the LP, the 12 volt, the 110, of course, the water system, the interior items and the exterior items. And of course, you have a complete set of keys, paperwork, okay, has been flushed and winterized. All right, here is the quiz. Quiz, where are the keys? Right, they're on the sink. Where's the paperwork? Second drawer down. All right, you pass. Good job. The next is a paper I'm going to leave in here for you. I give it to every one of my customers. It's regular maintenance, things for full hookup, and we like Google reviews, okay? I haven't had a Google review yet with my name on it. So go on TerryTown, Google review, and of course mention my name. And let me know how well I'm doing. I yet to have one. I've done 87 videos now. Not one person has gave me a Google review. I like to know how well I'm doing on my videos. All right, the back of that paper, our options page. Okay? Options are things you can add onto the coach to prolong the life of the coach or make your camping experience easier. Such as backup camera, screen, slide toppers, awning cradle, and of course surge protector. The last 3, I'm still going to explain. Interior, exterior, and extended warranty. Warranty is not a warranty, it's a service plan. Okay, this is a used coach. I don't know if there's much of a warranty left on it. If there is, you can get a service plan warranty that covers your appliance and things for 6 years. Okay, the finance people know more about that. They can explain a little bit better. I'm not sure. The other 2 items I have on my coach. I'm going to turn the lights off so you get rid of the glare. All right, I call it the maintenance free package. Top is the ceramic for the outside because they want you to wax this camper twice a year to keep the finish the way it is today. Now, a lot of people don't have time to wax or choose not to because they want to enjoy their new coach. All right, we do offer the ceramic base coating. Okay, so it's going to spray the outside with a ceramic base coating. It sits on there for a half hour. They squeegee it off, rinse it off, and of course you leave a wet trailer. For the next 5 years, it protects you for these items. Okay, you do not have to wax it. All you have to do is wash it. All right, in a nutshell, if any of the paint